What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for joining me today. So first of all, today is my birthday. I am recording on my birthday, but I'm probably going to be posting this video a couple of days later. So if you'd like to wish me happy birthday in the comment section, I would love that. Thank you so much. Next, so today's video, I'm actually just going to be talking a little bit about some life lessons that I've learned because it's my birthday. And honestly, I'm the type of person that every year when my birthday comes around, I'm not the type that's super excited and wants to go out and celebrate and, expects gifts or wants to, travel somewhere for my birthday. I am more the type of person that really, really likes to reflect on my past year, see what I've accomplished, see what could have been done different, and I really like to think about the coming year and, what I would like the coming year to look like. So I have a lot of things that I've been thinking about this year, a couple of life lessons, and one of the biggest ones was about, leaving a corporate job. For those of you that don't know, I did work at Stanford University for a couple of years. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and just kind of give you guys some advice on things that I have personally learned and mistakes that I have made that I really hope you learn from and you don't make those mistakes. And hopefully if this can help or resonate with anybody, then please let me know and I can make more videos like this because I feel like it's really important to hear about other people's experiences because that's a great way to learn. It's a great way to learn and you figure out what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. So that was a bit of a long intro, but that's what basically this video will be about. So if you're interested in knowing why I quit my job at Stanford University and what's up next for me and, hopefully that can give you some ideas as well, then keep on watching. So first off, I wanted to start off by saying that Stanford University, oh my God, it was my dream job. So anytime anyone would ever ask me, like, Maria, what do you want to do? I would always say, I want to work for a university. Because while I was in university, I was working part-time at the library and I worked at the co-op department and I just loved working at a university. So once I graduated, I wasn't able to get a job or continue my job that I was doing and I went into insurance instead. So it was very different, and that insurance job I kind of just landed in and I was doing the job, I was paying my bills. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and anytime anyone would ask me, I would just say, yeah, I'd love to either work for a university or like an airport. And the reason why I wanted to work at a university mostly is because I just love the energy at a university. I'm all about, learning and like self-improvement and like self-development, personal growth. I love everything about that. And for me, what better place to learn all of that and be at 8 hours of the day than at a university. So that's all I knew. I just knew I wanted to work at a university. And obviously Stanford University is like, wow, one of the best universities, in the world. So anyways, what ended up happening a couple years later, I got married, and it's just so happened that my husband got a job at San Jose. That's very close to where, Stanford University is. So I moved to San Jose, and to my surprise, I saw a job at Stanford University and I was like, okay, maybe I can apply. I can apply and just see what happens because, yeah, I would love to work there and everything. I knew that, but I was like, what are the chances that I'm going to get a job? And it's funny, but I actually found out later on that every job at Stanford University, there's at least 50 to 60,000 applications per job. That's a lot. That is a lot. So if I had known that, I probably wouldn't even have applied. But anyways, I went ahead and I applied along with a couple of other jobs, at different businesses. But this was one that I actually really, really, really wanted. So I applied for the job, and a couple of days later, I got an interview to my surprise. And oh my God, I was like over the moon. I was so, so happy. And because I could only dream about working at, one of the best universities in the world. So I did my interviews. I was very nervous, but I just gave it my all. And I think they maybe saw how much I wanted it. And, I am generally very good at interviews. And I did have really good background as well, so work background. So I got the job, and that was, oh my God, the happiest day of my life. One of the happiest days of my life. I could not ever had imagined that I would get a job at Stanford University and that I would work there. So I was over the moon, and oh my gosh, like I still like just get so excited when I think about it. So I started doing my job. I was there for about a year when, you know, I got a promotion, so I moved up. I became from an admin associate to a research administrator, and that obviously, you know, I was finally making like a lot more money, and the campus was just, oh my goodness, the campus was just absolutely beautiful. The people that I was working with, you know, they were amazing. I had a great relationship with my manager, my teammates. You know, me and my manager at lunchtime, we would go work out together, and I would just go for walks sometimes, you know, around the campus, and I just could not believe that I was there, because I had wanted something like that for so long, and for it to actually happen, like I don't know if I just attracted it into my life, you know, through the law of attraction, or it was meant to be, or whatever it was. I just could not believe that I was there, and I was so happy. But and this is where, you know, it gets kind of weird, but I felt like something was still missing. You know, the job was great. I loved being there. Everything was perfect. Everything. But I still felt like this is maybe not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I was kind of surprised too, because I loved being there. I loved working there. I had no complaints. I was so happy there. I got to meet, or actually see, Bill Gates. He was coming to give an interview, or a speech actually, and I got to see him. You know, I accidentally bumped into Warren Buffett the same day. You know, he was lost and he needed help finding directions, and I just bumped into him because he was giving a speech, you know, in the same building that I was in. And like, I worked at the dean's office at one point, so I got to meet an astronaut. You know, it's just so many crazy, amazing things that were happening there, and I was just in awe. Like, how many people get to say that, you know, they've met these people, or they're in a surrounding like that. So just everything about it was amazing, but there was still something missing. I was still feeling like this is not what I want to do the rest of my life, and I was so confused, you know. So I started really thinking about, okay, if this is not it, then what is it? What is something that will make me really happy, something that I will do the rest of my life? Like, what is it going to be? If it's not this, what is it going to be, you know? So I just tried to think and look back into the past and, you know, think about what things did make me happy. And I realized that helping people was that one thing that genuinely and truly just makes me happy. And I was thinking, you know, what if this is something that I can do for the rest of my life, be able to help people. I had no idea how I would help people, what I would need to do, you know, where I would even get started, if I'm even capable of helping other people. I had no idea about any of this stuff, but I still decided that, you know, that is something that I want to do. So I was maybe a year into my job at Stanford. I had just gotten a promotion, and, you know, again, I was loving every second of it, but still there was always that thing like, no, there's more. There's something more I'm supposed to do with my life. There's something more out there for me. And eventually, you know, I came across, I thought it'd be a great idea to do like an online business. So I tried an online business. I actually opened up a Shopify store, and, you know, it was fun and all, but it was just too time consuming. And with a full-time job, I just was not able to handle it, so I shut down the store. It was fun and everything, but it still was not bringing any sort of joy into my life, if you know what I mean. So I kind of let go of that. And then, you know, while I was looking at online opportunities, I saw that, you know, a lot of people are now becoming life coaches and helping other people with their lives and their struggles. And I've gone through a lot of things in my life, and honestly, I feel like I've come out very strong. I've come out very determined to be successful. I'm the type of person that I will not let anything get in my way. If I want something, I will work for it and I will somehow get it. And that's just the drive that I have in me. And that's something that I want to help other people with. And that's something that I realized throughout all of this, that I want to help other people, because so many people, have dreams, they have aspirations, and they want to get to where they want to be, but they don't know how. And so I decided that, I'm going to start, getting a certification to be a life coach on the side. So while I was doing my full-time job, I started, I enrolled in a course and I started doing like a life coach certification. And I started learning so much, how to connect with people, what you should do and how you should market yourself. Another thing that I really, really wanted throughout this time was to start a YouTube channel. I once had a YouTube channel before for maybe like 10 days, and it was just makeup videos, and I love makeup. But makeup and teaching other people makeup just did not bring me any sort of joy or any sort of purpose in my life. So that wasn't something I continued doing. But when I thought about, if I can connect with people on YouTube and if I can teach them everything that I'm learning or everything that, resonates with me, and hopefully I can find people out there who also want to just do everything that they can to get to their goals in life, then I was like, okay, what better way for me than to do that? But obviously the problem was, and this is a problem I feel like a lot of us have, is that when you have a 9-to-5 job, or in my case it was like 8 to 4:30, when you have a job like that, when are you supposed to find your time to like film YouTube videos, edit them, upload them, talk to other people, and do like a course on the side? When you have a life, you obviously, you have people around you that depend on you. You have to like cook for yourself. You have to like go work out. There's so many things that you need to do. So how can you like put in, all your energy into one thing and be successful at it? So I was in a dilemma. I was just thinking, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make a YouTube video? Yeah, I'm doing my course, but how am I going to start YouTube? And I feel like this is just the way the law of attraction again works. What ended up happening was that my husband very suddenly got a promotion to move to a different city. So this was an opportunity he obviously could not pass, and I knew that I loved Stanford. I loved the place that I was in, like career-wise, financially, just everything was going as planned. And I thought it was a good idea to just quit my job and pursue this dream that I have. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for it. I still think I'm so crazy. Like, I was making so much money, like more money than I had ever made in my life. I was in such a happy place. I was exactly where I wanted to be, but still something felt, like I said, I felt like something was missing. So I made the choice to quit my job and, move with my husband. And during this time, so I quit my job. The last day of my job was January 6, 2020. And it's so weird. So I came here and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to work on YouTube. I'm going to try to finish my course, and I'm just going to, look for another job and start working. And then I moved here in January. I was giving myself a few weeks to kind of settle in. And then the pandemic happened. And, during this time, obviously people were getting laid off. A lot of companies are not hiring anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to work on YouTube and, work on my side hustle, as most of you guys would call it, and make that a full-time thing until I do go back to work. So I just started making YouTube videos. I had no idea what I was doing in the beginning. I had no idea, what kind of camera to use. I had no idea how to edit, what kind of software to use. I didn't know anything. And I learned everything as I went along. And I've been doing this only for a few months now, and I can't even believe that I have more than 1,000 followers already, or subscribers, which is crazy to me. It's crazy because I thought it was going to take me at least like a year, because a lot of people say it takes at least like a year or two just to get to up to, 1,000 subscribers. So I cannot believe that, these past few months I've been able to do this full time. And I cannot explain this feeling, but the joy that I have doing this, and I finally feel like my life is being fulfilled and that I'm doing something that I'm meant to do. I'm doing something that I've wanted to do, and that helps me, sleep good at night, where I feel like, if I reached one person or even two people at most and helped somebody in some way, then I'm fulfilling my life's purpose. And I know that's really weird, and sometimes I talk about it with people and people think it's weird that that's what your life purpose is, or that's what you want to do with the rest of your life. But you know what? At the end of the day, it makes me so happy. It makes me happy being able to connect with others and other people that are like me. And I wasn't able to do that at any jobs that I've had. I've been working corporate jobs for the past 10 years almost, and I never got that satisfaction or that happiness that I get while doing this. So let me get to my point. With my birthday here this year, I just really wanted to let you guys know that life is so short. There's so many things that can happen. We're not guaranteed a full life. And if you're anything like me, you want your life to be meaningful. You want your life to have some sort of purpose. And I feel like I'm here to do more than just work at a 9-to-5 job that's not going to take me anywhere, and that's not going to help me, really connect with people. So what I want you guys to just take away, or what my life lesson is, and what I want you to learn from this, is to have something of your own. I know a lot of people have to work a 9-to-5 job to support themselves, their families, and whatnot. Do all that, but take out a few hours of your day to just work on your side hustle. Figure out what that is. Figure out what makes you happy. There's so many things out there. And if you're like me, I don't want to die one day and think that, I didn't get to do what I really wanted to do, or I didn't get to do what I came on this planet to do, or this earth. And I know that sounds so dramatic, and maybe I am a little dramatic, but that's just how I feel, and that's just my life, and that's how, I want to leave this earth one day. I want to leave knowing that, okay, I was able to do, something meaningful, something that I wanted to do, something that brought me joy, and I've just been blessed, and I've been, given that opportunity, and that's why I snatched the opportunity, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I have a few months at home, I'm just gonna go full in, do what I need to do, and if this works out, great. Even if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna keep trying until it does. But I want you guys also to find something that just means something to you. It can be anything. It could even be something like, painting. If you love to paint, do more of that. Turn that into a hobby and use that hobby to make money, and keep doing it until you're making more money than, your 9-to-5. If you're happy at your 9-to-5, don't get me wrong, great, keep doing it. But if you're not, and I feel like there are so many people nowadays that are not, then it doesn't have to stay that way. Your life, there's so much more that you can do. There's so many success stories out there, and there's so many, mothers that have just had children and they can't go back to work, or, they want to be able to spend time with their children and still be able to have an income, and they've found ways. So if they can find a way, if I can find a way, then I know you can find a way too. And I just want you to learn that from me, because I feel like if I had started this so much earlier, I would have not wasted all these years. I would have been doing what I want to do now. But the Stanford job, I was so happy with. I loved it, but it wasn't it. And that's the thing. Now I feel like this is it. This is what I've always wanted to do, and I feel like that void is being filled somehow. I don't know how, but it's just being filled, and that is a feeling that you can't find anywhere else, and that is a feeling that makes me feel whole, and it makes me feel like, I'm on the right track and I'm doing what I want to do. And I want that for other people too, because it's such a great feeling, and it's nice, it makes me feel so good, especially thinking about this on my birthday, that wow, I've finally gotten to where I've wanted to be, and it's taken me a while, but it's obviously better late than never. So that's my life lesson to you guys, that find what you love to do. Just find it and do it. No matter how crazy it is, no matter what people think about it, no matter what, just do it. It's your life, and no one should tell you how to live it. if you find joy in something, do it. As long as it's a good thing and it's something that, is actually healthy for you, just do it. Sometimes I think that when you want something bad enough, that way comes to you, and I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction, and it's just crazy how, in the past few years things have worked out for me with just me thinking about or attracting things into my life. So that's what this video is just going to be about, you guys. I want to just tell you guys, please, just don't give up. Just keep trying, get to where you want to be, and don't give up on yourself. Just don't. Do the things you want to do. And that's my life lesson again. And I'm hoping that this coming year now I'm going to continue making YouTube videos, whether they're successful or not, even if just a few people watch it, I'm just going to keep going, because I'm sure someone out there will see it one day and it'll resonate with them. And if I can help that person, then great. Then that's what my purpose is. And I hope you find your purpose in life as well. So, okay, this video is getting very long, and I hope I'm not boring some of you, but yeah, that's all I wanted to come on here and say. So that is why I'm probably, if I have to go back to my 9 to 5 to support myself, or, if it's needed, then I will, but I'm not going to give this up, because this is something that nothing else can fill for me. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is Sincerely Maria. Please let me know what your thing is that makes you feel happy and makes you feel fulfilled, because I'd love to know, and I'd love to have that conversation with, anyone that's confused or doesn't know what they want to do. But yeah, if you find that, tell me what it is, and let's come up with a plan on how we can get there together. All right? Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Sincerely Maria, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Mwah. Bye.